Alright, we're back. We're back! What? Come on, do it the same way as me. What's up, guys? Bro, this is tough. I'm like not even being dramatic. This is actually hard for me. I know, yeah. What's up, guys? We're back. This week, we're making a different type of video. We want to get real with you guys. We don't want to be dramatic. That's not the purpose of this. We're not trying to play with anyone's emotions, even though kind of playing with my emotions. But we do recognize that a change needs to be made, and the time for that change has to be now. So that's what we're doing. That's why we're filming this video. I feel like it seemed kind of unexpected for us to make like a crazy announcement or like a deep video at this point, because we haven't really talked about anything like this. Yeah. But we have been thinking about this for months now. It's something that we've been talking to our team, the people that have helped us with everything that goes on behind the scenes with this channel. We've been kind of talking about it with everybody. And we all think that if this change is gonna be made, then now feels like the perfect time for it. And we've honestly been too scared to act on it. I guess we've kind of been living out of fear for a little bit, and that definitely doesn't feel good. To our credit, I feel we've been pretty good at masking that. Yeah. Which isn't a good thing. No, it's not at all. If there's something that's on your mind and is weighing you down, you need to talk about it. To me, life is all about progression and moving forwards, moving onwards, and growing as a person. And that's what a big goal of mine is to do in my life. It's kind of like a rule we try to live by. There really is only one way to progress, and that is to leave the past in the past. To only look forward and do the things in the present moment that you know will help you in achieving your goal. I guess we're kind of stuck in the past. We've been stuck on repeat, is what we are. Yeah, we've been totally aware that we need to take a step forward, and we've been, like I said, too scared to do so. Normally when Grace and I are going through something, we're both going through it. So because of the fact that we're coming from the same place, we can't really help each other. Like, we're there for each other to talk about it so that we don't feel alone, which is the biggest blessing to us. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I would do without Gray. But at the same time, we can't give each other advice because we're both in the same situation. We're both equally as confused. So we didn't say everything that we just said up until this point to make this video suspenseful or to make you guys wonder what we could possibly be talking about. We just, it sounds like a suspense. I know. It sounds like some like suspense plot, but it's not. I promise you. I just don't want to say what we have to say and miss any points. Although we are talking to you guys aren't able to talk back to us until after we post the video. So we can't really have a conversation with each other about something that we're both so unsure about. So we reached out to someone for help because we needed it. And when you need help, I would advise you to please reach out to someone, because everybody in some way or another is able to relate to one another, and just by saying the simplest thing, you could help someone so much, or you can be helped by someone so much. And that's something that we definitely have to get better at. Because we always have each other, we feel like, oh, we don't need anyone else, like we don't need help. But I think it's a really strong and mature thing to do, to admit you need help and to reach out. So we reached out to a friend of ours who we know has gone through some of the same stuff that we have, who has felt some of the same things that we have felt, and has probably been equally as confused as we are at one point in his life. And in this industry and career and community that we're in. So that is our friend Shane. I'm sure all of you guys know Shane. I've been texting Shane, you know, just that I have been like really confused and stuck, and I need to figure out like what I need to do to improve my quality of life and to take this channel to the next level, to the level that I know that it can be at. We need to stop stunting our growth. We're 19 now, we're gonna be 20. If we don't correct these like problems now, it could last a lot longer, and it could suck for all of us. We're just trying to make this place better for all of us, and I think we have figured out how to do so. But we need someone to be the mediator in this conversation. We do a lot better at speaking honestly when we are speaking to someone in person. It helps like almost anyone open up, is like when you're talking to someone who cares, who's able to relate to you and your issues, it's easier to be much more open and to find solutions that you never even knew you had. We're really grateful that Shane reached out and lent a helping hand and told us that he wanted to have a conversation with us. Really grateful for that. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. So to kind of break the news to you guys and let you guys know where we're at, we're just gonna go have a real honest conversation with somebody that we look up to, and you guys are gonna be able to listen in on it. I feel like that's how we're gonna get our most real and raw emotions, and that is the best way for us to make this much needed change in our lives. Also, I don't want to catch you guys off guard by saying this, but you know, I probably will because there's really no other way. But this is our last intro that we're filming on the couch in our set with this sign and right where we're sitting. We've been doing these for like 5 years now, every single week. This is the last one. It's not the last video, it's the last intro. It's hard to even process that. Yeah, dude. After 5 years. I'm like looking at this room like, we designed it, we painted it. It was an idea that we had come to life. We worked on it. We made this room before we even moved into this house. And This is the last that you guys are gonna see of it. But all for a great reason. And I think it's time that we go and have this conversation so that you guys aren't wondering what's going on any longer, and so that we can really figure out what exactly we need to do to make this change. Let's go. I'm using this drive to kind of like try to process my thoughts. I'm pretty emotionally overwhelmed just from like the amount of different things I'm feeling. We're really not trying to be dramatic here, but I don't really know where to start. So I think that I'm just gonna go with the flow and just have the conversation, and I think that should kind of like, I'm really happy that we're talking to someone. Yeah. So we haven't met Shane in person yet, honestly. I've been texting Shane for like a while now. Been friends just kind of like over the phone, but I'm really excited to meet Shane as well. There he is. I'm nervous as shit. Yes, sir.
Hi.
Hi.
Have I not finally met you guys in person?
No, I don't think so.
That is so weird that I feel like I know.
Rylan, did we meet you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I really do feel like I know you. Like I met you in person before. But...
I know. Maybe in a sleep paralysis. Wait, what is this?
It's a torch pen. I got like our blue wrap on it. It was like my favorite color.
Right. Very different than my...
We have a Jeep too. Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow, I'm so straight. Okay. Wait, okay, so what's going on? Am I Dr. Philling you guys?
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
kind of
so.
like, I was gonna kind of intro you as like the Dr. Phil of YouTube / Oprah. in the best way possible.
No, I love that.
But I feel like that's kind of like...
Yeah. How much was your earring? Sorry, we're getting off topic.
I don't think it was that. I got a good deal on it. It wasn't as much as it looks like, so...
Same.
Because I lost one in the ocean, and I think they felt bad for me, and they're like, okay, here, we'll give you a better deal.
The ocean?
Yeah, I dove in the ocean.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like that big body of water.
I don't know my house. Speaking of which, come on inside. Wait, this is weird. I haven't done this in like so long.
Yeah, how long has it been since you filmed?
On other people like this, I don't even know. Yeah, the only thing I've been filming lately is just me having panic attacks in my house. But I guess we'll do that today. Whoa, do you guys have panic attacks at the same time? Like, like twin attacks?
Usually if he panic attacks, then it like sends me into one.
Aww.
We do feel each other's emotions to some extent.
Let's,
I love Halloween decorations.
we haven't named him yet. We'll name him, what's your name again?
I'm Kyle.
We'll name him Kyle.
Kyle House.
This is different than what we normally do.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that you guys wanted to do this. Wait, hold on. Ethan.
Yes. You got it.
Okay. That was scary.
We don't have like trouble being real on camera, but it's hard to kind of like get all of our words out and what we mean, unless it's like in a conversation. And I feel like you're really good at that. And especially being twins, we like cut each other off a lot. He cuts me off a little bit more, and I always forget what I'm gonna say.
Well, I've dealt with the psychic twins. I've dealt with a lot of twins. I know how to do this. We'll do this.
Okay.
But I'm actually proud of you. I know
Thank you.
that, and I don't want to sound cheesy, but I know this is like hard to talk about kind of this kind of stuff, especially for you guys, because I'm assuming a lot of your audience is like younger, and they're probably just like, you, like, I want more videos. You complete me. You can put a dolphin noise. So it's like kind of a big step for you guys to be like, we want to like chill, slow down.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't even talked about what we're gonna do yet. No, but it's okay. I mean, fortunately, the times that we've taken breaks from the weekly uploads, everyone's been pretty accepting of it. But I do feel like I'm letting people down, and it starts to like really like take a toll on my like mental health and mental stability myself, because I'm like, maybe like sit down on a couch before we get like
Here, come on in.
Okay, so we haven't even really told our viewers yet what this video is really about. We've been trying to explain how we feel to everybody, but like it's hard to put it into words like what we want to do. It's like the first time ever doing something like this, or even thinking like this.
Can I ask something that you can cut if you want, but what's like the history of you guys? Because I know, you know, all the recent stuff and the videos, you guys have really been blowing up and all that stuff. But like, you texted me a few nights ago and said you guys have been doing this since you were 14?
Yeah.
Like uploading?
Yeah, uploading weekly since we were 14.
How old are you now?
We're 19, so that's
Almost 20.
like 5 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I went back on our channel and like our first video was 5 years ago.
And what were you doing?
We started off with like challenge videos, like that kind of era. It was a passion at that point. Like we actually didn't make a single dime off of YouTube until we had over 1 million subscribers, because we were 14 and we didn't know. Well, I was the one that like ran the back end of the channel, kind of. I didn't know that you could put monetization on if you weren't like 18 or whatever. I think I was just too lazy to like figure it out myself. So it was just like a real passion of ours, is to like make videos, make people laugh, just as it is now. But like, I mean, we were doing it for free and for fun, and Like, that's how it was when we started. Should we make like the statement about what this video is about? I feel like we've been like kind of dragging everybody along and we haven't said anything yet. I don't want it to seem like we're trying to make like a suspense video. Okay, probably. So basically, Shane knows because we've been texting. I don't even know if I like told you like if we were like really going with it yet, but I kind of just reached out to you to tell you that like the uploading weekly schedule is just kind of like consuming our lives. So every single week for pretty much like 5 years. Like, and from 14 to 19, that's like, you grow like a lot. You know, you're becoming like, literally it's a, go from a kid to a man. Okay, we keep like, no, I'm just saying, and like I know, we keep throughout, we need to just make the statement. But let me just say, like throughout those years, like we have always been thinking about, oh, like we need to get a video up next Tuesday. We need to get a video up next Tuesday. So like, we feel like it's kind of stunted our personal growth as well in a way. I feel like we need to talk about after we make this statement. Okay. So we've pretty much decided to like, we have to stop posting weekly. It's just, it's almost something that we just like.
It's so funny because
I don't know.
I
don't
know
know how to put into words.
I know it's a big deal, obviously. Like, if you guys have been posting weekly for 5 years, I totally get it. But on my end, I've been through a lot, right? Like 12 years of YouTube, I'm old, whatever. But for me, I'm just like, yeah, duh. Like, that's why when you text me, I'm like, yeah, chill. Like, it's not like, and people watching are going to be even more excited when you post if you start posting a little less, because you can actually care and put more effort into the things you're posting and have a life outside of it, so you have more to talk about.
It's fucking crazy that we're like finally like, I guess, making this change, because so many people my whole life have been like, so what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I post videos on YouTube every week. And they're like, oh, you're gonna do that like forever? And I don't, like, in my mind, I didn't know. I'm like, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna do this. At least 20 times in the past 5 years I've been like, I need to quit, like I can't fucking do this anymore. And somehow I like push through it. And normally that happens because I'm going through something hard in my life and I'm like, how do I like fake my mood? Like, how am I gonna be happy in the next 2 days because I have to film a happy video to get it up on Tuesday? I don't even know how many Tuesdays there are inside of 5 years, but it's like, but wait, let me try to do the math. Like, I didn't complete my thought yet. Okay. You can stop us if we're cutting each other off because we do this way too much.
This is like...
Right, complete your thought because I'm gonna forget mine. Not being able to recover from like certain things that I'm going through because I'm posting has made me want to quit so many times. And I guess I'm proud of myself for pushing through, but then also like I feel like I stunted my self-growth because of that.
You guys are gonna burn out to a point where you're going to be so obviously fake and unhappy in your videos that people are gonna stop watching and then they're gonna move on. Yeah. And it happens to so many people on YouTube and nobody really fully talks about it because it's scary.
It is fucking scary. That's what it is. Like,
that's
literally like, that's exactly how I think we both feel right now. Every time someone asks me that question, like, how much longer are you gonna do this? I was fucking like scared deep down when they asked me.
Yeah. And I mean, the truth is like, you can't do this forever, but what you can do forever is something that is more realistic. Like, for me, I used to post 5 times a week, 7 times a week.
Holy shit.
And for years. That was crazy. And then I'd go down to 3 times a week. And then it took me years to get to this point where I'm posting like once a year. but what I am posting is something I put my whole life into, and I think people now are so much more excited to see that side of me because it's not fake. And I'm not having to put on a show, you know, when I'm having a bad day. I think that for me, I think it's gonna be interesting because like even the way that you text is like so different than what I see in your videos. I'm like, oh, interesting. Like,
yeah, I feel like
a
lot of people say that to me. They're like, yeah, everyone does. Like, oh, I pictured like just to meet you and you're like some goofy idiot. Yeah, someone literally told me like, you kind of seem like a stupid douchebag in your videos, but like you're somehow still likable. But like now that I'm talking to you in person, like you're actually like a cool person. Yeah. So like, I kind of want to go from like stupid douchebag to I guess a nice person. Yeah. But also it's like, I think the scary part for us is that like we are 19, so it's like, is it too early to stop?
No.
Like, I know you said it's like unrealistic, but you've been doing this for so long, and like, it's just like, most people start when they're my age, and it's like, I'm not stopping, but it's like stopping the weekly uploads. Is it too early? Like, that's how I feel. That's like one of the things I'm scared about.
No, because you've been doing it for 5 years, and you're gonna run out of ideas, energy, steam, like everything. And like the fact that you guys are so young and you're working nonstop, I'm assuming you don't have a life. I saw one of you tweet something about not leaving the house. So I'm assuming you guys are kind of living the life of like me, a 31-year-old crazy person who's always working and stuff. And you're 19, you should be out doing fun stuff and hanging out and fucking around and doing shit. You shouldn't be chained to your computer.
Yeah.
You know? Then you're just gonna become a crazy like Disney star who grows up and is like a mess.
I've lost a lot of friends and stuff, and even like in relationships and stuff, because I honestly like, yeah, I can't like have a life. No one is making me do this besides myself.
Yeah.
So it's my own fault. But it's the fear that the people who like I care about so much for blessing me with like all these, everything that I have, for watching my videos, supporting me, like I feel like I'm letting them down. It was either like let myself down or let them down.
I think you're letting them down if you keep doing it the way that you're doing it. Because eventually it's gonna become just bad.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna be like, oh, we miss the old you, and then they're gonna, you know, it's just.
And I've never even like thought of it like in that way. Like it's really important. Like
I think right now I think of like my own personal happiness. Like I should sacrifice that for the happiness of others, or even just to make someone laugh and like take them out of like whatever they're going through. Because I know everyone my age and everyone in general is going through something. And if I see comments that say like, oh, like this video helped me out so much this week, thank you. Like just not uploading the next week and possibly letting that person down who I helped out the week prior to, like that bothers me. And I'm like, why should my happiness matter when like other people's like emotions are on the line, like more than me?
I mean, I know what you mean, but also like those same people that are so happy when they see you post a video, if it takes an extra week for them to get that video or an extra month, they're going to be even more excited when they see it, and it's going to be better. You know, like I can't imagine at this point in my life posting every week. My stuff would be so crappy. And you also have to change and evolve. Like every 6 months, you kind of have to switch up what you're doing, change things. And you guys have done that, but like, you know,
We haven't been able to lately.
you haven't been able to lately.
Yeah. My real life self having to grow with my online self, they're very similar, but they're not exactly the same. Because I can't, like I have days where I'm just fucking boring and I just sit there and I just don't want to do anything. And I can't act like that on camera because no one's going to want to see my videos. When like my real self was growing up, my video self wasn't as fast because I felt like people, you like create your own brand, and your brand is your name and it's who you are. And like I knew my brand so well, but then when I started to grow up and I like saw a different version of myself, I couldn't change that person online into that version of my real self because I felt like people who watched me liked me for that person who I was being online.
So it like kind of makes you be a fake version of yourself, and then the more you watch that person, like every single week we're editing and watching back these videos that we're creating, and it's like, this isn't really who I am.
Like, I've grown so much from who I am acting like.
It's like,
But like I don't want to act like my new self because I feel like people don't know him yet and they don't want to see him yet.
I think the biggest thing you guys said that, and I don't even know how much you're going to use of this because I don't want to like expose the community, but never think of yourself as a brand. And I know that sounds crazy because it's such a thing, like everybody, oh, I'm my brand. That's going to kill you, because if you consider yourself as a human a brand, brands get stale, they get old, and new brands come along. But if you're just yourself and you're enjoying what you're doing, that lasts forever. The people that you see talk about their brand, they leave, they go away. It's bad. So, and it's like a scary thing to say that.
I'm literally getting chills. That's like the first time I ever heard that, because my whole life for the past 5 years,
we've been coached from literally the time that we entered social media at 14 years old to create a brand around ourselves, and because that's what sells, that's what people want to see, that's what people like get invested in. It's like, it did start as us just being ourselves, and I guess we completely lost sight of that in trying to create something that,
wow. And I actually just realized that when you said that. Like wow.
But you guys are in there. It's like your brand, it's not like you guys have become so far away from yourself. You're not doing Disney Channel stuff. Yeah. I think it's more like, now's a good time for you to grow with your audience, because, and on a super real note, right now, and I said this the other day before I even knew we were going to do this video, I was talking to Rylan and I was like, you know, I think they're going to be around for forever, for a long time. And I think the reason is because underneath whatever, they're really likable and genuine, and that's very hard to find with like 2 guys on the internet.
I appreciate it.
So like you have that. So you need to grow with your audience and show them more of your growth and becoming more of an adult so that they can do that with you. You don't want to be locked in as like somebody that a 12-year-old watches and then they grow up and say, oh my God, remember when I used to watch the Dolan twin? You don't want that. Because there's a lot of probably other twins out there that have happened to.
Because I didn't want that either, but then I was also so afraid to like express my growth. as a human being on social media, because I didn't want to. It's so fucking weird. You go through so many different phases of your life, and you have to be in the same phase. You feel like you have to be in the same phase at all times on social media.
It's just not even. It's not even phases of your life. It's like adversities that you're faced with, and like in real life, you could skip work. Like that's why like when something happens in like someone's life, like they could take off of work and they can go figure that out, whether it be with their family or, you know, I mean whatever the issue is. Like it's like we have a job that's like. You can't just take off because then there's the fear of being irrelevant or like losing the people that you know counted on you. And like the pressure of that, like it didn't distance us from our family and other people we like had personal relationships with, but it like fuck, I guess it did.
It made us like not prioritize them as much.
Which is like my family is like the most important thing to me, and I just like I can't even go home to see my mom, and like I know she needs me, especially now because she's in the house alone and like has no one there, and I know she'd need us, and she's not gonna tell us that, but I'm like out here and I'm like fuck, I gotta make a video to get up on Tuesday, and like I'm forgetting about like my own mom.
I was gonna ask about that, but I didn't want to like.
It's fine, you can ask about anything. Honestly, I think like talking just like makes everything better, because I have like. I'm bad at like letting my emotions out. Like it'll build up like for like 3 months, and like I'll catch myself when I'm about to cry, and then like it'll all come out like uncontrollably one day. And like honestly, I don't mind when that happens. Like it makes me feel like a human.
How did you guys deal with what happened to your dad, and balancing that with everything?
It was hard. Obviously, I mean like the thing that got me through it and it like enabled me to keep going on with like what we're doing was like the support that my dad gave us always. He was always like our #1 fan. He really was. And he didn't want us to stop for anything that was related to him. When he was sick, he wanted us to like keep going, and he knew what we had was like amazing, and it was like what we always wanted. So he didn't want to like strip that from us. And he would be really proud like every time we got a video up and seeing all like everyone supporting us and stuff like that.
In the period where things got really rough with my dad, like my dad was like literally our brother. Like he was like, we're closer to him than we are to anyone, and like even than each other. Like it was us and our dad. Like just we could
like,
tell each other.
It was like, honestly our triplet. Like it got to the point where he was like our dad, then he was our best friend, and then he was like our fucking brother.
And like when things got rough, like I felt like I had to either be. Because he told us he didn't want us to like stop doing our business, our work, making videos. So I didn't want to disappoint him, and I also didn't want him to think that there was anything too wrong with him, because he never lost hope throughout the whole thing. Like he thought he was just gonna live forever, and like I mean I really believed that too. So we didn't want to stop because we didn't want to disappoint him, and we didn't want him to think there was anything like seriously like wrong with him. So we would be filming in California, where everything happens, where agency is, where editors are, filmers, everyone are. He lives in New Jersey, so it's the other side of the country. It's like the furthest flight. So we literally travel back like once a week, once every other week to take care of him and kind of make it seem like we were just dropping in to be like, hey, what's up, Dad? Like, we're just here. We just want to spend time with you. But like he never really cared to ask like about his results. So he never knew like how like serious it was. So we would like be taking care of our dad, and then like immediately getting on a flight, going back to LA, filming a video, then coming back. And my dad had cancer for 2 years, so for a good like
I would say 6 months, like the last kind of 6 months
to maybe even a year, like
we're taking a flight a week.
I just felt like if I wasn't in like caretaker mode or filming mode, then I was doing something wrong. I had to either be taking care of my dad or filming a video, and because we were posting every week, so like I didn't even have time to like fucking like find myself in that period or like know who I was that whole entire time, because I was either like fucking filming or like acting like I was happy around my dad, and like just that shit got like fucking crazy. Like
having fun was like the biggest guilt trip ever. It was like why am I allowed to have fun right now? Like I need to be doing one of two things, and that's like filming and spreading positivity and making people smile, or being there for my dad. And like inside of those 6 months, like I guess I don't even know how fucking long it was. It was like it felt like forever. It was just like a flight, and we didn't even want to like tell anyone we were traveling, because I didn't want to like see someone at the airport and like not be happy and you know, be able to take a photo with them, and it was just like keeping my entire like personal life secret and suppressing my problems, and then just like hopping on the couch and acting like I was happy.
So had we not been filming a video every week, like we would have been able to spend like more time with our family around the time that they needed us. I mean, I didn't want to have any regrets, and I made sure I was there with them all the time. But like, I could have been there more during and after, if I wasn't like, you know, just trying to fucking put a video out every week.
How?
It's fucking crazy now that I actually think about it in retrospect like that.
I mean, have you guys? And I didn't know this was going to take this turn. I wasn't.
Yeah,
I wanted to talk about this stuff because, for me, losing a parent, especially losing your dad, is kind of one of the biggest things that happen to a person, and it shifts everything.
Yeah.
Has that happened for you guys? Has it shifted things, or have you just been so wrapped up in?
It's fucked. I still like don't even sometimes realize that it happened. Like obviously I know that it happened. It was like
I think it just numbed us more than anything.
Yeah.
I've definitely shifted in the, like, because I try not to get hung up on the little things anymore, but even fucking, like, if I think about it, uploading once a week is a little thing, and that's all I get hung up on. Every fucking day, every week, that's all that's going through my mind. And, like,
that feels like the biggest thing.
That's something that we didn't even, like, we took, like, a month off. That's 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I'm
4
like,
weeks,
that's too long.
And we were filming about, like,
What?
we were filming, like, 3 weeks after because we had to get a video up the next week. We didn't want to take, like, more than a month off.
We did that to ourselves, but, like...
Have you guys processed everything?
I don't know. I think that's like one of the main things that like this upload schedule on YouTube is like kind of like it's really numbed this whole process. And I don't think everything's like gone through me, and I don't think I've like had enough time to sit down and reflect. Cause like when it hits me, like the reality of it hits me so hard, and I don't know if that's just normal. Like I don't know many other people that lost a parent at the age that we are, but like it never feels real, and I don't know if it's just because it's like this repeated cycle every single week is just like
it's making it like fake, like no one's
it's just like kind of giving me like tunnel vision, and I just can't put these blockers on me, and I don't think I can see outside of that.
Yeah, it's hard because I like now like video advice seems so stupid because like at the core of it, and I wanted to reach out to you guys a long time ago about this because I was worried that you weren't going to take time to process it. I've never lost a parent, but I know I can't even imagine what that was like, but also being like these teen heartthrob internet guys who have to like jump right back into doing that. Like that makes me like feel really, I can't even. So have you thought about taking more time out? That's not what this was supposed to be about, but like, I mean, how often do you go back to see your mom? Have you thought about like just really taking a minute?
Like we try to visit as much as possible, and like we flew our family out here, my dad's parents and his brother and his aunt, and we had a good time with them, but it was just like,
but then again, that's only like 3 days.
It was 3 days.
We have to get right back to filming
schedule
after the 3 days because there's only 7 days in a week, and it takes 5 days to make a video.
Just saying that out loud makes me like, it just like, it kind of makes me feel like a bad person just because it's like, I gave my family 3 days.
Yeah, but no. But you're also like, psychologically, I'm sure, and this might sound cheesy, but I'm sure you also probably feel like you're letting your dad down if you don't post because you, like you said, was such a huge like, keep going.
And that's how he was. Like he, fucking, I never saw my dad take a nap once in his life.
And I think that like part of that work ethic really rubbed off on us. I never really knew why I had this like fire inside of me to keep going when everything in my body and my mind was telling me to stop. It was just like this instinctual like fire inside of me that just wanted me to keep pushing forward. And I think I definitely get that from him.
Yeah, I think every kid growing up really wants to like be the man that their dad is and take after their dad. And that's what we want to do too. That's definitely what keeps us going, and I think that's kind of our answer for why we haven't stopped.
I mean, I think though you also need to remember you're 19, right? Like your dad, like he had his youth. He probably had his time to grow and find himself and, you know, meet your mom and do all these things. Like if you don't give yourself time to do all that, then you're not going to be a dad.
Yeah.
Like being super honest.
No,
Like
it's so true.
And I
You
appreciate
know.
your honesty. I need to hear these things because they're helpful.
Yeah.
I've been told, like, I feel like I've been told lies for like
Yeah.
a while too.
Or at least the sugar-coated version of the truth.
Yeah, I know, like, did you make videos, like, what was your video back, like, after your dad passed away?
I don't even know. I think it was just
Or
I think it was just something random just to get our mind off of it. Like,
And you didn't talk about it?
not on camera.
Have you not talked about your dad on camera?
Not really.
Really?
I think we've been like too afraid to just. We've been fucking scared to get real for some reason. I don't know why.
Are you talking about your dad for the first time right now?
I think so.
Oh my god. Okay. Whoa.
I just realized that too.
I assumed that you guys did some memorial video or something. You didn't do that?
Yeah, I probably should have.
No. I mean, but I definitely think like, yeah, I think you guys need to process everything. I mean, and I think you shouldn't be afraid to do that with the people watching.
Yeah.
Like, losing a parent is something that, like you said, it's the hardest thing to ever do, and a lot of people don't have to do it until they're older. So you guys could actually, like, really help a lot of people too. Because, like, I can't even imagine, and there's probably so many people that have lost their parents, like, they don't have role models to look up to how to go through it and deal with it. Like, and not like everything has to be content or a video, but I think you could do some kind of like really cool thing where you know, go back with your family and you spend more time with them and you can film some of it and you do things that your dad used to like to do and you grieve and process and talk to somebody. I don't know. This isn't like a promotion for a series, but I think you should do something like that because maybe it would help to film it because you're so comfortable doing that.
Showing a vulnerable side has always been a problem for us. Like we don't even cry in front of each other. I only cry when I'm alone. Like I have trouble talking about my feelings, and I don't fucking know what it is. Like it's not like maybe it's my pride. Like I want to seem like I'm a tough guy who like isn't fazed by anything, but that's not the reality. That's not a reality for anybody.
It's like not what strength is.
Now I feel
like
like
strength is showing emotion, and it's like it kind of frustrates me sometimes.
yeah, but the
that
thing is,
I
we
can't.
know that, and we don't fucking.
I know.
We don't do it. I mean, I feel guilty now, realizing how many people I could have helped by just being real,
Well,
and I kind of haven't been.
but now is the time.
Yeah.
And you're being honest now, and I think people watching, and me personally, I appreciate it. Like, seeing you guys talk like this is very, like, it makes me feel hopeful. As an old person, it makes me feel hopeful for the next generation. Because, like, the fact that you guys are kind of at the top right now, and you're young, and, like, you're not pieces of shit, and you're, like, sweet guys and genuine, and I've never heard a bad thing about you guys, ever. And, like, I don't know, it's very exciting. I would just keep going and growing and being honest. You don't have to be crazy and all that stuff all the time. Like, this is exciting for me to watch.
Thank you.
As a viewer.
I even had trouble like committing to this video idea because I didn't want to act like I was making like a series documentary thing about myself because I'm like that's selfish and conceited. But I always like think like when I see someone talk about their life and I can relate to them, that's what helps me the most. And for me to not be doing that, I mean I do feel guilty now, but you have to start somewhere.
I think that this is definitely way more helpful, or could be way more helpful than just giving someone like a laugh from a goofy video on a Tuesday. We did set out with the goal to like make people's lives better and change a large amount of people's lives for the better, like as much as we possibly could, and give back as much as we possibly could to the community and the world. And I think that we kind of lost sight of that when we
lost sight of what that meant.
Because there's like there is sort of a recipe for a video that's going to perform well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it needs a beginning, middle, and end. We know what that is. We know what it looks like.
We know what the thumbnail and the title look like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I think like trying to fit that mold kind of made us feel like more, like you said, a brand than a person. And just like the fear that people weren't going to like consume us and absorb us as much as they would if it was just a goofy video kind of like took over and stopped us from being who we were and like continuing on with the goal that we set out with in the beginning, which was to give back as much as we can.
I mean, when you post something that feels kind of fake, but it still does really well and gets 20 million views or something, how do you feel? Do you feel kind of like weird?
It doesn't feel good at all. It doesn't, honestly, straight up. Like, I was like thinking the other day, and I almost felt like I was like in checkmate in my life. Like I like had no moves. I was kind of cornered. I was just fucked. So if I post a video that that I'm not really proud of, but it ends up doing well because I know it's gonna do well, like that will make me happy that it does well. But the type of video that it is and the fact that I don't really like it and I can't back it fully makes me upset. But then when I post a video that I love and then it performs shitty, it makes me feel bad because it doesn't perform well, but I'm happy about the fact that I like the video.
Mm-hmm. You just have to keep making things that make you feel good, and eventually people will start to pick up on it. And yeah, you might lose some views in the beginning because maybe it's younger kids that want crazier, flashier stuff, but then like you're gonna start picking up older people like me, and keeping it super real. I obviously know about your guys' videos. I don't think I'm the demographic, but like when I saw the video you guys did with Jeffrey, I was fully entertained. I loved it. I thought it was funny. I liked how it was kind of more real. I liked seeing you guys with a very different type of person. Like, I think lately you guys have been doing that. Yeah,
it's just that it's like videos that I'm really proud of, that I can be really real in and I can fully back. I'm like, I love this. This is a masterpiece. Just simply don't take 1 week to make.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where I was stuck. I'm like, I want to keep putting videos out every week, but I'm not going to love them. I'm not going to like them. Like, the video we made with Jeffrey is obviously successful right now on the internet. It was like an amazing experience for us, and it just would have been that much better if we had time to create that project. Like, we were ahead of schedule enough to film that video, so we were ahead of schedule by 2 weeks. We started that video 2 weeks before it had to go live. We had 3 writers help us with the idea. We had Grayson and I kind of figuring out everything, directing it, and then we had 2 filmers on set, an assistant, and then we had 2 editors who got the footage directly after the video was shot. And it was only until 22 minutes before the video went live that we received the final copy of the video from our editor. It took 2 weeks to make that video, and that's something that we were actually proud of. So we feel like it might have taken like a little bit longer than that. We could have gone through and perfected it, but we were really satisfied with it, and it was a great experience. So we wanted to share it. It was just like that Tuesday deadline really put us through the most. I remember our editor pulled an all-nighter to edit the video. Ricky, thank you. Love you, Ricky. Saved our lives, pulled an all-nighter, got us the video on time, right before, it was literally the last minute that we could have gotten the video. And it was we went through everything. It was that same feeling that we've been having for the past 5 years. I think now it's time to get excited because we realize if we have the proper amount of time, we can create something that we really love that our viewers will love as well. Mm-hmm. And we can be confident in that. We had to sacrifice getting 2 weeks ahead of schedule to make a video that would take 2 weeks by posting things that we didn't love before that, so we could just be ahead. Whereas if with our new approach, we don't have to post something that we don't love. We can just skip right to posting something that we love. That's even better than anything. And not even videos. If I wanted to see my mom, I have to film 3 videos in 3 days that I can't put all my heart and soul into. They come out and I'm just whatever, you know what I mean? So it's kind of gone stale. It's in order to see my mom, I have to make 3 videos that I don't really care about just because I'm rushing it to try to get home to see my family. And that's kind of that continuous loop that we're just stuck in. I've had the most medical problems of my life this year that I haven't really been public or vocal about. There was 2 sicknesses that I had that it took doctors at least 3 months to diagnose me. So I was sick for literally 6 months. Mm-hmm. I was on literally 3 months of antibiotics and it still didn't help. They didn't really know what was going on. And I had to fly to New Jersey to go to a special infectious disease doctor to help me get rid of this bacterial infection that I had going on inside my gut. And I got it when I was taking care of my dad and I was at the hospital, and there was all this germs in the air, and that's when I got it because I didn't sleep at the hospital with my dad and my immune system was fucked. Anyway, yeah, and also I was okay with being sick if it meant that I could get a video up, which was fucking stupid because I always preach that health is number 1. I literally couldn't walk either. Because I had to carry my dad when he lost control of his legs, and he was a heavier man. and obviously couldn't move his body, so I had to carry him when he was going to the bathroom, and I pulled a herniated disc in my back, and I couldn't walk for, I want to say like 3 weeks, and then I couldn't.
And that was before we were about to film this gymnastic series, but we had to cancel that because he had a slip disc in his back, and we couldn't say anything about that.
So I was like, it was like, okay, what videos can we film? But now, what videos can we film where Grayson doesn't have to walk? The added stress of like now limited ideas on top of two like people who aren't really happy, who have to fake happiness and have all these medical issues. It was just like, fuck.
Why wouldn't you want to tell the audience about all that?
I guess I just like don't want people to feel bad for me,
Or make it seem like I want people to feel bad for me.
like when I'm making these videos, it's about them. It's like they're the only ones in my mind, and it's like I didn't want anyone to know and like think that I was like searching for sympathy, because I really wasn't. Because I mean, I just came from seeing my dad, who like he didn't want anyone to like anyone's sympathy, and he was going through 10 times more than I was. So it's just like a whole fucking mental thing going on up there.
You need to deal with that, because you guys are like, the last thing that you guys should ever feel is like, oh, do we look like we're trying to get sympathy? Nobody thinks that. Nobody like, coming from me, who like I'm critical and like not critical, cynical about like everything. I've never had that feeling about you guys. Everything I've ever seen of you guys is like, oh, those are good people. You should never feel like that. You don't have to overthink that. That's the whole like brand thing coming out, where you're like, oh, I don't want to show them.
You're right.
Like literally. So it's like people want to see you guys, and they want to see what you're going through and why maybe you didn't post, so that they can feel even more connected to you, because they're going through stuff too. Like, not to get too sappy, but I had some Make-A-Wish kids come over a couple months ago, and I was talking to them about YouTube, and we were just talking shit, and I was like, oh, who do you watch? And they said, you guys. You were like first. And I was just like, oh, and yeah, and then they all of them just started talking about you guys. There were like 5 of them. And these kids have gone through so much. Like, it was a lot, right? And they loved you guys. So if you guys talked about what you were going through, can you imagine, like, for them, what that would feel like? Like, oh, what, they get it. You know, I think I've always talked about what I'm going through, and I don't think I'm trying to get a pity or shit. Like, I'm just kind of, this is what I'm going through.
Yeah, and I never think that about you either.
Yeah.
I don't think you're trying to be pitied.
No, like, I think you guys should definitely not be afraid of that. And also, if you're posting less on YouTube, keep people updated everywhere else, and get them a part of the journey. Like, oh, we're filming this thing, guys. It's gonna come out probably in like 3 weeks or a month, and I'm so excited. And oh, here's a teaser. Oh, here, get excited. I'm excited.
I can't wait to be
so
excited.
We love that. We love doing that.
I just felt like posting a video every week. I didn't want to hype it up because it's like, oh, they just do it every week anyway. I felt like they were seeing too much of my face, and they didn't want to see that much, you know? So now I feel like I can be more real, not only in our videos, but literally all across social media.
Yeah. No, and like, you guys, not to, how do I say this?
If you battle roast us, it's okay.
No, I don't even know what that means. Battle roast?
If you're about to roast us.
Oh God, I thought you said if you battle roast. Interesting.
We just have a battle right now, roasting each other.
What I was gonna say is, and you probably will cut this out, but
Everything you said we're gonna cut out, we're definitely keeping it, because it's so good.
Well,
just like light, like if it's like blunt, we like it.
I think a big thing I've seen this year from younger YouTubers is like feeling like they're getting popular, so then they have to put out more, and then they have a blow up and something bad happens or whatever, and then they just like go away, and then they're a mess and whatever. It's like a lot. It's a lot for a young person to deal with mentally. How I first really found out about you guys was through like your friend group, and it was, oh, who am I dating, or oh, who's this person dating? It was a lot. Drama video. It was just your faces everywhere, all that stuff. And yes, at the time you were getting probably 30 million views a video, all these things, whatever. But like, were you happy doing that? I'm gonna assume no, because that sounds awful.
Yeah, I haven't been happy filming a lot of videos. I'll say that for sure.
And if relevancy is a thing that you guys kind of keep saying, like, well, what if you were more relevant than any person ever at that moment, especially, and if you weren't even happy. So it's like, at the end of the day,
I didn't even realize I was. If you think I was, like, I didn't think I was
relevant.
oh my God, it was everywhere you go, with the Sister Squad, Dolan Twin, Bethma, I don't even know how to say it, just everything. Awesomeness TV is talking about this, like every Twitter kid, everybody's talking about you guys. So it's like, if that was such a huge moment, but like everybody involved in that situation too, I'm sure you all were going through it.
Yeah.
It's like so much, and you probably didn't even process that stuff, and then your dad, and then YouTube, and now this, and now you're getting 10 million views a video. It's like, there's so much. You guys need to focus on processing your own stuff.
So
The relevancy's not going to go away. Like, it's not for you guys.
Appreciate that. Thank you. I don't even care about relevancy for like popularity reasons. I care about relevancy because I want to be able to spread my message and have more people listen to it. That's like the reason that I do what I do and like try to grow my YouTube page, is because like in the end I want to like have enough people following me to like create a positive movement. I think I kind of lost sight of the fact that I can do that while I'm on this journey. And I've like begun to be way too focused on numbers rather than continuing to spread this message.
We really appreciate you talking to us.
And really, everything you said, like I didn't expect to like
I didn't expect to
be
get
this enlightened already. Like
this is like literally more helpful than any conversation I've had in the past 5 years.
It really was. Like
when I reached out to you, it was for help. So, what do you think that like we should do moving forward?
I think you guys should really sit in a room together, not with a million people, not with writers and all these people, together, just you guys, and say like, what do we want the next 5 years to be? What do we want to do? And like, what makes us happy? And then start planning it out and saying, okay, well, I'm going to scale back. I think you should 100% not feel like you have to post every week. I think you could post once a month and people would be happy. I think you could take more time. And I think, you know, starting that journey is going to be huge. And then also dealing with the dad stuff. I think you guys need to process that a little bit more. If you can't even cry in front of each other. Like, you guys went through something so major that you only have each other, really.
We're the only ones in our family that are in California. The rest are on the East Coast. So
Yeah.
it's just been us two out here.
So you definitely need to talk about that. But yeah, I think first step is scaling back. I mean, do you even know what your next video is going to be? Are you freaking out already about that? Are you like...
We don't know, and we were freaking out a little bit.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. Literally just... I know it sounds crazy, but like every time I post now, I don't even think about what's coming after that because it'll make me crazy. And then I post it, I'm so excited and I can actually enjoy it. And then like I'll take a day and then I'll go back and be like, all right, what do I care about? Oh yeah, I want to talk about that.
I want to be emotionally invested in what we do.
Yeah.
funny that you say that. Like reminds me of like I was kind of making an analogy because I think like I don't know, everything like my dad's taught me I've been able to like use throughout my life. And I remember when we wrestled when we were little, he was like, "It's one match at a time. Don't think about the next one." And I was like, because I always wanted to like be a champion, and like that's the way he raised me. And he always told me, "Don't think about the next one." And I think that's like kind of like where we've been fucking up, is like just thinking about the next one and the next one and the next one.
These past 5 years have been like the blink of an eye. Like routine has just like eaten my brain away, and I haven't been able to see what was going on because I was worried about the next 3 weeks. We are going to take your advice and be in the moment with all of this, even with creating videos. Literally, I like pledge right now to fucking only make something if I care about it. If I think it's gonna be cool, a cool experience, something that I could get excited about, then I'll make it. I'm not just gonna make shit to fucking make shit.
Yeah, no, because people don't want to watch that. Maybe they will for a while, but then they'll get bored of it. Like, people want to watch stuff you give a shit about. Please slow down. Like, just, and this isn't even for the video. This is just me telling you, like, please enjoy your life. Because, like, seeing two young guys who are attractive and successful and genuine and like well-spoken and all these things, and you guys are like not enjoying your life, makes me want to like die. It's so sad. And like, not sorry, not like, but it is very, very like very sad. Yeah. And like I just don't want that to happen to you guys, because I've seen it happen to too many people over my 20 million years on YouTube. Ricky's seen it happen. I mean, you've been around forever too. You see it. Yeah. It's like, don't you want to say, like, you were in the Heartthrob group, like, you see it.
I relate to like everything y'all said, really, yeah.
I mean, like, coming from O2L member.
Having Ricky on the team now is fucking a blessing. This is like new too, and we get to work together. It's awesome.
This genuine person who's such a good person, like
and Kyle, shout out Kyle,
sweetie.
as well.
Just met him, but a sweetie.
Guys, everyone on our team is like,
you guys let people like your audience in on that too.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about our team or anything. Maybe we do that for our next video.
That's so fun, like getting to know all. Because yeah, you guys are also, I mean, sweet and nice, and like this is so, I'm telling you, it is so rare for me to film a video with somebody, two people who have sweet people around them. Everybody's genuine, everybody's nice. Like, please show more of that, because it just gives me hope.
Maybe we will do that. We've been kind of lonely, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been kind of lonely on this channel. Fuck, thank you so much.
I'm like really excited for the future.
I'm so excited now. Like I feel good about YouTube too. Like That's fucking crazy.
Like, I have like the right approach. I know what direction to go in.
I feel fucking good, man.
Wow. I feel good too. I can't believe this ended so good.
I know.
Like a professional therapist.
Whoa, you're right.
Literally the Oprah of YouTube.
All right, fine.
Does Oprah even do that? Dr. Phil definitely does.
The Dr. Phil of YouTube. I fucking love Dr. Phil too. He's cool.
I've sat right there and cried before.
Icon. Oh my god, yeah, I made you cry right there. How are you doing?
I was a little teary eyed.
I should have.
I mean, yeah, I can't
I
believe
suck at crying. I wish I could. Maybe one day. I just like, yeah. I don't like crying around E or anyone because I don't want to upset anyone else. So.
What do you guys do? Like, so, and this might be boring for the video, but what the hell is your life? Like, besides working, do you guys have like a friend group? I don't see.
We have like 2 friends, and I mean, we have our team who we love as well. But just like, we get up at 6 to surf, we get home by noon, and we start working because.
So it's just like working out, working,
and
are you like
sleeping.
Yeah, you need to,
Yeah.
do more stuff.
I want to travel.
Now that I realize how like kind of shitty my life has been, I'm excited for the future.
Same.
I don't want to, like, from the outside looking in, our life looks like it's almost like perfect because we have nice things, we have a nice house, you know, all these blessings that have come along with this, but it's just like we haven't gotten a single second to enjoy any of them. Then it's like, what's the point? I think we need to start enjoying life.
I think you should film that.
Film ourselves enjoying life. I'm down.
But actually enjoying life, not pretending.
Yeah. You guys want to come with?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, fine. I'll come.
Yeah.
Wow. Before we accidentally maybe get sad again, I think we should call it a conversation there. I think that was really fucking helpful.
I love helping the youth.
Thank you.
Don't become like me. You don't want this.
I would say you're a pretty good guy.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
sell
a
yourself
pretty nice
short.
house too.
Well,
Don't let them trick you guys. No, yeah, you deserve everything you have. If anyone does, it's you.
Thank you so much, really.
also nice.
Like, to just have met you however long we've been talking ago, and for you to understand all of this. And
Literally, take a break
hear
from
us
your
out.
extremely busy life, your own crazy editing, you told me, and now you're gonna kind of like emotionally attach yourselves into our life, which is kind of damaged right now. That's like really bold, and I really appreciate that.
I definitely wanted to help.
Thank you so much.
You guys are very sweet, and I think, and you guys should know that too. They are so sweet. It's crazy. God, it is so rare to meet nice, sweet people.
Thank you so much.
So thank you, and yeah, go do something fun.
All right, we will. Thank you.
You think you just gotta hug it out? You gotta hug it out.
You gotta hug it out. Really, you're an angel. Thank you so much, Shane.
Thank you, Shane. This man's an angel.
Thanks for me.
I feel lifted.
I feel heavy. I have so many questions off camera. Okay.
All right, guys, we want to take you guys into our set room because we want to talk about a little something.
Dude, fuck.
Okay, so this is where we film videos.
Dude, that was the worst intro you could ever do in the set room.
All right, so we're back at our house. That conversation that we just had was amazing. Been a few days since then, and I've had some time to reflect. And over those few days, I started to think about how YouTube has made me feel lately, and maybe some things that I could be doing better, some things that we've been doing wrong. Yeah, for our future of YouTube, we're trying to figure out how we can make it the most enjoyable for us and for you guys. So we want to go back to how it started, how it made us feel in the beginning. And I know we almost got there, but I feel like there's been a few things that we've been doing that have made YouTube feel like too much of a job.
You completely just didn't shave your neck.
Bro. All right, guys, so we're gonna head into our set room that we built in our house because we want to talk about something.
Okay, so probably got really dark, which is something that I want to talk about. We completely like blocked out the window over there. So yeah, we don't really get any sunlight in here. We got these blackout curtains in here so no sun comes through. And then we got our artificial lighting here. Oh shit. Okay. So we set this up because we didn't really feel like setting up for videos anymore. So we figured if it was always set up, we could just get into it.
As you can see, there's tape on the floor that shows where the camera should be, where the couch should be, and where we should be on the couch.
And then we put some like risers on the couch, whatever.
Technical stuff. So this is just like kind of,
Oh wait, there's like, come on, we gotta do it. Greg, come do this with me, man. You guys will understand why we're kind of giving you the tour now after we let you guys know what's going on. But I think we should do the honors and light up this sign, man.
It's one.
You hold one
How
side.
about we do it together?
You hold one side, I'll hold the other. Okay, here we go. Damn, dude. It's kind of sad. Okay.
It is. Why is it so hard to say goodbye to things that you need to let go of?
I know, and it's like it seems like we're being dramatic, but this is like something that we've been proud of, you know.
All right, we have some explaining to do.
Yeah, let's just sit down. Oh, look, we even have a mirror there because we need to make sure the camera's always rolling and stuff. It's all rigged up. We actually painted that ourselves too, remember?
And we painted it. It was black, and then it felt a little bit too dark with the blackout curtains and everything like that. So then we painted it white.
But the reason we brought you guys in here and we wanted to talk about this set, which we've never really gone into detail about, is because having this set in our house and filming every week just kind of makes it feel like we're showing up at work.
Like YouTube is a job rather than a passion and something that we love to do.
Yeah. So like we kind of dread having to sit down on the couch and like turn the camera on, do an intro, set everything up.
Just as you would, I don't know, going and sitting at your desk at work every day. It's obviously not something that's too pleasurable.
I mean, if you do, God bless you, but no one really enjoys like the drive to work, getting out of bed early in the morning. Sometimes it's alright, but sometimes it sucks.
But we were blessed with the ability to do something that we love and make a living off of it, but we turned it into something that has all these rules, like I need to sit here and I can't move, and this light needs to be on, these lights need to be fake.
The camera needs to be in perfect frame. I need to check in the mirror if the fucking background is
The walls are fake. Everything is just, there's rules about everything, and there's like boundaries, and it's just like,
why?
It's like, why
we
feel tied down to it?
We did this to ourselves. And like, I know for some people it might not seem too deep and it's like, oh, you guys are being dramatic. But like, it does feel like we have a set built in our house. It's just fake. It's not real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And from what we learned with talking to Shane was that we need to keep it more real. It feels good.
And we need to keep things changing. Like, we used to have a warehouse and that was amazing in the beginning, and we need to keep things changing. Like, at first the set was cool, but it eventually became something that was like, yeah, we're showing up at work now and, oh, we got work to do.
That's the only part of the videos that we'd really struggle with. The whole reason for this tour of the set room is because it is the last that you guys will see of it. And the last that we're gonna see of it. In about 30 minutes, we have a contracting company coming to take down the entire set room. The walls, the curtains, the mirrors, the lights, the sign, the couch are all going down.
Guys, this is, I know they're inanimate objects, but this is hard for us. Like, it's something that we've kind of became attached to. Like, it's like a place that we've become attached to.
We have the ability to create the rules for ourselves, and you know what? From now on, rule number 1, there are no rules.
I like that rule.
We need to have more fun with it, Alright, well, goodbye, set. It already feels better that I'm just like kind of lounging. I'm just sitting on this couch rather than like...
Rather than...
Yo, are you in frame? Slide over, scooch
Jesus.
over. Fuck, dude. Alright, Gray, how are we gonna say bye to the set room? What do we do?
You gotta hug the couch.
Hug the couch?
Hey,
I
man.
think that's a bit dramatic.
You gotta hug the wall, bro.
I don't think you can hug a wall.
I can't, but I'm trying.
Dude, fuck, it is kind of sad. Let's take a last selfie with it. Alright. Time to turn the lights off.
You do it, I can't.
Yeah? Alright. To new beginnings.
Let's do it. Fuck.
Alright.
Guys.
It's fine, dude.
I put that tape up there. I like rigged up all these lights. I'm a builder, so.
Oh, holy shit, dude. It's gone. It's gone. Holy shit. This room is actually big. And it has light in it. There's light! We have light in our house, believe it or not. We had no clue. We were vampires. We had no clue. I didn't even notice there was a ceiling in here. Dude, we can make a pretty fun chill area here.
We definitely can.
Damn, dude, no more set in our house.
Wow, oh my god, wow. It's just like, it's gone. But we're not. Yeah, guys, it's just like a weird feeling that it's gone, but it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
It feels like we've started something.
We've started.
Like, now it begins.
Okay, so since this is a really important part of our lives, I felt that it was only right to get something so that I would remember it forever. So what better to do as a tribute to the Tuesdays and the weekly videos than get some Tuesday themed tattoos.
So normally when I get tats,
You can't say tats at a sentimental moment like this. You sound like a douchebag.
what do I say, tattoos?
Yeah.
Normally when I get tattoos, there are times in my life that I want to remember and times that are really important to me, and they kind of serve as little reminders of those times because they're permanently on my skin forever. So what better way?
No, I already said what better way.
Oh, okay, then what do I fucking say? So, what a pleasant way to remember Tuesdays, because these past 5 years will always be some of the most important years of my life, truly. And I wanted to give a big thanks to Vince for giving us these tattoos that mean so much to us.
I got the days of the week across my kneecap, and I made Tuesday red like it's a Tuesday, and then I put a little heart under it. You know, because Tuesday will always hold a special place in my heart. As cheesy as it sounds.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, because I got a little calendar square, of course, with the day being Tuesday, and I threw a heart in there as well because it really will, like, every single Tuesday that is yet to come will always remind me of this time of my life.
Sounds
So,
fucking dramatic as hell.
What a better reminder, no, but really, what a better reminder than a day of the week.
Yeah, right?
And also a permanent tattoo.
This is actually one of my favorite tattoos also.
This is like one of my most important ones yet.
And painful.
That's a good spot.
Yeah.
It's like right in the
That's
center.
like right in your face there.
I got mine right here so I could see it from where, kind of like whenever I'm standing. Just look down.
So I can see it when I'm like,
When I'm like drying my leg in the shower, I'll see it. You know? No, I do. I see it more than you think I do. It's there. I know it's there.
what the fuck does that mean?
It's more about
What?
I don't know. It's more about it being there.
Yeah. Forever. Tuesday is forever in our hearts.
Really.
Love you, Tuesday.
Love you, twos.
Wow, this is dramatic. Okay, so Grayson and I just wanted to kind of sign off of this video with our final messages for you guys. Just so that you understand what's gonna happen in the future. And we just kind of wrap up everything that we said in this video because I know it was a lot. So I have something written in my notes that I wrote before we even started filming any parts of this video. It was my initial thought that I had when I kind of realized what we had been doing for the past 5 years was getting pretty toxic. So I wrote this as an idea to bring to Grayson, or just to let him know what my feelings were about all of this, and to see what his views on it were. It could be kind of cheesy because, like I said, I was in my feels, so brace for cheese. It says, our fans, you guys, have truly blessed us, because you guys have. I want to explore what this opportunity, I guess I was calling like YouTube, making videos and being able to do this. I want to explore what this opportunity that I was blessed with allows me to explore. I want to live the boundary breaking abnormal lifestyle that this opportunity allows me to live, not limit my lifestyle because of this opportunity. Our fans, you guys got us here, and I think we should take it there and bring our fans, you guys, who made all of this possible, along for the ride. Let's do crazy shit because we can, not do little things because we have to. Those are the feelings that made me want to make this change.
All right, we're doing this separately because Ethan won't stop talking over me when I need to say things. I swear if these bugs start talking over me. I wrote some notes in my notebook of things I wanted to say, if I can understand my handwriting. Okay, This is a decision that we made on our own. We actually haven't told any of our family or closest friends yet because this is something that we need to do for ourselves. I'm trying not to overthink it too hard right now because I know it's what we need. I will never have any regret of this time in my life. It's been an amazing journey, and it's nice to look back on it and see how I got here. But I couldn't relive this time. It is now time to grow, progress, and experience more of this amazing life that I've been blessed with. I honestly haven't been this excited for the future in a really long time, and I'm feeling extremely grateful for everything that I have right now. And I ended it by saying, let's fucking go! I'm seriously so excited. Like, I've never felt this much pure positive energy and genuine happiness in a long fucking time. And I think now is the perfect time to flip this page and start this new amazing chapter in our lives with you guys. It's pretty good, right?
Oh yeah.
I felt it. I felt the spark.
Let's be